Hello everybody, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Oyo ndi Fulipelani Mashapa, Mwananyana wa Muvenda. And if you're here for the first time, welcome. If you're a returning subscriber, a veteran in this channel, welcome back for yet another exciting episode of Risk Money and Insurance, okay? And so today it's let's just start with the housekeeping stuff, okay? Number one, if you've been watching my videos and you still haven't subscribed, I'm just like, what are you waiting for? Because I've got great conversations lined up for this year. I'm really excited for the content that I will bring this year. It's amazing. And so you don't want to miss it. You don't want to miss any of that. So subscribe right now. Hit that notification bell as well. Because I know we have tendencies to forget we are busy people. We're doing this and that. And so just hit the notification bell and make sure that you subscribe. We're on the road to 100k, not 100k, road to 1000k. We're on the road to 1000 subscribers, so road to 1k subscribers. I don't know where I'm getting the 100,000 from, but anyways, that's the goal. One day, 100 subscribers, okay? But anyways, please subscribe, hit the subscribe button now before you leave and miss it out. And also, because we're on the road to 100k, I keep on saying 100k, because we're on the road to 1k, just make sure that you actually subscribe, share the video with your friends as well. And thank you so much for those who keep sharing the video. And you can follow me on Facebook, Instagram. Facebook, Fulipelani Mashapa, my full name. Instagram is Fulipelani_mesh, just to enjoy my content and get to know me a bit. But anyways, today I thought, let me bring tea, because I love tea. I'm a tea lover. So I got my cup of tea. And it's actually like a very beautiful cup with a very beautiful verse. So it's Matthew 11:28. I will give you rest. And yeah, God will give you rest. But we're not getting to rest today. We're here to talk about real things. In the last video, Olivia explained something that really touched me. And I was like, you know what? I think we can unpack this topic further because it's an important topic. She was just explaining how as young people, there is this pressure. We do a lot of things based on pressure, pressure that we inflict on ourselves or pressure that is inflicted on us by other people. It doesn't matter, but at the end of the day, there is a certain type of pressure that we feel, right? And I thought to myself, and like, this is not new. Do I feel that pressure actually? So I began to just reflect and I thought this would be a great video. So before wasting time, let's just get into it, right? So she was explaining how we get into debt because of pressure. We want to prove to people that, we are working class, we're working in Senton, so as a Senton girl, I must have a Mercedes, or I must be living in an apartment that is like beautiful, well decorated, ridiculously expensive and all of that. And that pressure, funny enough, it's not only on us as young people. So currently I'm reading this book, Critical But Stable by Angela Macola, and it's so funny how there are married couples that actually feel the same pressure. They are going through the same pressure. As I was reading this, I was like, oh, okay, maybe this is a sign that I must just, tackle this topic, because it turns out you kind of grow this pressure. There'll always be pressure. It's like peer pressure. As long as there are people your age, there will always be this pressure of wanting to, I don't know whether to call it to fit in, or you want to show that you're also progressing in your life. You're not only like stagnant, you're not stuck in one point. And for me, that just relates to how we think that, there is a standard formula to life. Some people will bloom early, other people will bloom later on, and to be quite honest, we're on different journeys. Everyone is different. We're all different. We're not on the same road. As much as I might say, I'm on the road to qualification as an actuary, right? And also there are other people, my classmates, who are on the same road with me. But honestly, we are not on the same road. Like we've been raised up like under different circumstances. We have different challenges and all of that. So every person is unique, and the challenges that they have is also unique. So it's sort of unfair for you as an individual to go out there and compare yourself to other people that are not on the same journey with you. So this is like, I love this analogy of you copying answers from someone else, but that someone else has a different test. You're not writing the same test. So you're essentially, though you're thinking you're copying the memo, you're copying the memo to the wrong test question or test questions. So the sad part about this pressure, right? I feel like it's normal for you to feel the pressure because you're a human being, and as much as we're on social media, you do suffer well. Come on. You do suffer well, things. You do suffer well in NASCAR, you do suffer well this and that. But I think where it becomes a problem is when you suffer well and you start acting out of suffer welling and without really looking at your own like finances, where you stand and whether you can afford that particular thing or not. A lot of people make commitments. The funny thing about finances, especially like when it comes to you borrowing to buy a car or to buy a house, is this is a long-term commitment. It's not something that you can wake up tomorrow and just decide, to your banker and be like, I'm done, peace, I can't do this anymore. This is a lifetime commitment. For a car, it's like 6 years now. A house is like 20 to 30 years. Like, it's a long-term commitment. And it's so sad how someone would actually respond to pressure and enter into such great commitment, without even thinking, like, out of responding from the pressure that they feel in social media, or the pressure that they feel that, the people in their circle have progressed to this point, Now I also want to feel like I'm part of the group, or, I'm progressing as well. It's like you're trying to prove something to someone. And it's okay. I'm not hating or anything on people who, buy cars on their first year of work, people who buy apartments on their first year of work. What I'm saying is, if you can afford it, why not? If you can afford it, if your finances are okay, if you're a trust fund baby or you've saved up enough money to actually do it, then dude, why not? Go ahead, get that car, get that apartment. But I feel like this is more to the people that, people like us that feel that pressure, to do all of that. What I'm trying to say is, if you can't afford it, and if you don't need it, it's okay. I'm literally here to tell you, I'm relieving you of that pressure. I'm releasing that pressure on you. It's okay to not have a car after 3 years of working. It's okay to still be using public transport. Like, it's really okay. It's really okay to be renting, even like on your third or your fourth or whatever year of work. It's okay. There is no need for you to prove anything to anyone, right? And to be honest, if you look at the poverty cycle, that's how it actually, like, that's how you remain entangled in the poverty cycle. Okay, that's how you remain like entangled in that, simply because you will be out here trying to impress people, and you find that now you are in debt because you've bought yourself a car, or you've bought yourself, clothes, designer clothes to like put on Instagram. Like, it's nice. Like, I do appreciate people who have like very beautiful aesthetic Instagram pages. Like, that's beautiful. I actually appreciate, such creativity and content. I love it so much, but I feel like if you're going to be bankrupt simply because you want to have a nice Instagram page, then no, there's something wrong with you. There's absolutely something wrong. Like, you really need to sit down and reflect on Kanene, why am I doing this? Why am I living this way? You know, because at the end of the day, dude, we will like your picture. Like, I will tap on that picture, and then 5 seconds later, I've forgotten. I've forgotten that you bought a car. I've forgotten that you were wearing this nice Louis Vuitton, you know, I don't know, Louis Vuitton jacket, or you were holding a Louis Vuitton bag or something. Like, oh gosh, I would have forgotten by that time. So it's sort of, it links to something that I read. Will Smith actually said it. He was like, you know, we spend money that we haven't earned to buy things that we don't want. Yeah, you know, to impress people we don't like. How crazy is that? Like, that's messed up big time. Like, it's really messed up. We're doing all those things, like you using your credit card to go buy clothes, using money you haven't earned, you know, to impress people that you don't even like. And I'm just like, wow, that is so crazy. Like, it's really crazy. So, like, there is no need for you to try to impress anyone. There is no need. Like, get that in your head. There is poverty that you didn't sign up for, and there's poverty that you yourself will subscribe to. Poverty that you didn't sign up for, it's like you were born in this family and things are not that great. You didn't subscribe to that. But you have so much control over the poverty that you subscribe to, because when it comes to money or finances, what I've realized is it's not a matter of how much you earn. It's not a matter of whether you're earning 100K or you're earning 20K. The principles are still the same. If you can't manage 20K, then you won't be able to manage 100K. And it's like, you can't say I'll start saving when I have 100K, or I'll start, you know, I'll start being disciplined when I earn 100K. If you don't have the discipline at 100K, if you don't have the discipline when they give you that 1,000 rand stipend, then even if they give you 10,000 or 100,000, you still won't be able to manage that thing well. So imagine someone who earns 100K and they spend like so the income is 100K, their expenses is 150K, right? Because, you know, you go out, last week you were in Mauritius, the other week you were in the Maldives, whatever you do, whatever you shopping, a bag that's costing you 70,000, whatever. And then you have someone who earns like 20K, for example, a month. They're just earning 20K. And that person, the expenses are like 10K, right? A month. So they take the other 10K and they invest that 10K. Over the long run, like in 10 years time, 20 years time, if the one who's earning 100,000 doesn't change their behavior, then the one who's earning 20,000 will essentially be way better off, you know, compared to them. So it's not about how much you earn. It's not about how much you have. It's about how you manage what you have, what you're entrusted with at that particular point in time. Okay, cool. I think the big question, because I've just been like, you know, spitting bars here and there, points here and there, and not really answering the question, you know, the main question to this video. The main question is, do I feel the pressure? Social media pressure, soft life pressure, you know, success pressure. Do I feel the pressure? And I'm just like, hell yeah, I do. I do feel the pressure. I do. Like, you open your Instagram, you're seeing someone just bought a car. You open Facebook, someone like, you know, bought a car, or someone is in the Maldives. Like, I suffer well. I suffer well those things. And as much as I suffer well all those things, and as much as I want to say, oh my gosh, I want a car, oh my gosh, I want a young Mercedes, you know, I understand that I cannot act out of that. As much as I feel the pressure, I cannot act out of the pressure. And to be quite honest, for me, it's all about why, you know. So if I see something, or if I see a car and I'm willing a car, I'm like, oh, a car will be nice. Then I sit down, I have a conversation with myself, and I'm like, but why do you need a car? And if I can't answer that, then I'm like, you don't need a car. If you don't have a reason, you don't need a car. So that's something that I do, because there's always voices, there's always pressure. People are asking, oh, you've been working, when are you getting a car? Or there's this and there's that, you know. But I think owning up that decision to say, I will get a car when I need it, or I will get a house when I need it, or I will get this when I need it, that's very important. Because when you act out of pressure, you know, you see something on Instagram, now you want it as well. When you act out of pressure, then you're very impulsive in your decision making. And that's how advertisers like literally catch us in the bag, because they know you're not thinking, you're just impulsive. You just want to do, you know, impulsive shopping, you know, without even thinking, do I even need an extra dress? Like, I have so many dresses already. Do I need this extra dress? But because you saw it on Instagram, and funny enough, these days they're making it so easy for you to be impulsive. They make it so easy because literally they will just give you a link to say, click on this link, and then you click and then you're there. Next thing, you're taking out your card, you're paying, it's coming, it's done, you're broke afterwards. But you sit down and you're like, before the end of the month, you're like, yo, I wasted so much money on things that I don't need. So yeah, for me, it's just that thing to say, do you need it? And if I don't need it, I'm like, I shame sharp. Whenever I need it, I know where to find it. And also my other thing is, in sort of like the big financial decisions that I make, I don't make those alone. I have a family, my sister to be exact, she's there to listen and to be like, yo bro, so what's going on? What's the plan? And I also have friends who sometimes chip in as well to say, but really, do you need it? You need to think. I think that's the whole, if you were to just catch one thing from this video today, is you need to think. Think about your decisions. Don't be impulsive, especially where money is involved. Never, ever, ever be impulsive. Take time to think, you know. Think about it. Do you really need it or not? And if you don't need it, then Aisha and peace, they can miss you. Because yeah, you can even buy it next year when there's a need. But if there's if you don't have a need currently, then what's the reason? What is the reason? So thank you so much for watching until the end. I didn't even drink my tea, guys. I was just talking. And it's actually raining outside. I didn't even drink my tea. But anyways, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. You know, tell your friends to tell their friends. We're on the road to 100K, and I keep saying 100K. We're on the road to 1000K. And you know what? If we reach 1000K before the 14th of February, Valentine's Day, I'm going to give you guys a story on a date that I went to that went expensively wrong. Yeah, I'll give you guys that story. There's so much juice in that story. And guess what? I was the one who was supposed to pay for that date. So if we get to 1K before the 14th of February, then definitely I'm giving you guys that story. Bye.